Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's 7 o'clock, and we are live. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's 7 o'clock, and we are live. Welcome to V Talks. I'm your host, Veronica Brockwell. So tonight we have Teddy Mathews with us, and he is a singer, a dancer, a model, a musician, an entertainer. I don't know. There's so much to this guy. He's an amazing person. And he's actually local to where the show is. He's from Wareham, Massachusetts. And I can't wait for you to meet him. My friend, my very dear friend, singer-songwriter Grace Morrison refers to him as a vocal gymnast. So he will be singing tonight, and you will understand exactly what she means by that. So let me bring Teddy onto the stream. Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
How are you? We'll talk about it later. You're doing all right. We'll get into it later. So did you hear what I said? That Grace Morrison refers to you as a vocal gymnast.
I will take that. That.
Yeah.
Flipping and twisting and getting up there, getting down there. So.
Well, I am so grateful that you're on the show tonight. I know you're extremely busy and you have a very full career.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like for you to talk a little bit about your background and, just give us a little synopsis of who Teddy Mathews is.
Of course. So I am Teddy Mathews, singer, songwriter, musician, model, dancer, kind of do it all when it comes to entertainment. I am 24 years old. I hope I look a little bit younger than that.
I guess in your industry, yes.
I know, right? No, I am 17 years old.
Right.
Yeah, we are always taught to lie about our age. But I've been singing my entire life since I was maybe as long as I can remember. Since I was about like 3 or 4 in my preschool days, I knew I was going to be a singer. It's always kind of been not even my dream, my goal. Like that was what I knew that I was kind of put here to do. So I, just kind of started singing professionally around like 11 or 12, just with like local gigs. I would like sing the national anthem for the Gateman games and like,
oh, nice.
That kind of became my signature. I was always the national anthem kid. Just different events throughout my town. I'm from Wareham. And eventually met up with a producer manager by the name of Scott Ross. He was actually in Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He was part of the Funky Bunch, and for a time was doing artist development. And he actually put me in a band. So I was in a band for about 7 or so years, from the time I was like 13 to about 20 or so. And we played shows all over New England. We did showcases in Orlando, Atlanta, all over the place. We had a great time. And then, shortly after that project sort of dissolved on its own. Everyone kind of just got old and decided to do their own thing, basically.
So you were 18?
I was about probably about 20.
Okay.
Yeah, right before I turned 21, I think.
Yeah.
So right after that, I got offered to jump on American Idol for a second. So I did that. That was a moment. That is a thing that happened.
And we can talk about that later, because I think people want to hear what it's. Yeah, can we talk about that later? Because I think people want to hear what the American Idol experience is really like versus what we see on TV. So we'll hop into that later. That sounds like fun. Yeah.
So that was a moment. And then kind of like right after that, well, it was kind of brewing right before I went on Idol. I got signed to a independent record label by the name of Real Records Only, run by Boston's own Johnny Drama of Entourage fame, if anybody is familiar. So I've been working with him for the last 2-3 years or so, kind of creating my project. And I've been back and forth to LA doing different things, photo shoots, video shoots, and kind of getting ready to get this whole career off the ground. I just released my first original single, where it's just me, just a solo single.
Are we going to hear that tonight?
I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of that tonight.
Okay. All right, good.
That'll
be like a scoop.
Oh yes, it's a scoop, but it's on all streaming platforms, so you can definitely stream that after you watch our live stream, of course.
Of course. So we have something that we want to talk about, and we decided that we should just really talk about it right out of the gate. It's a little bit of breaking news and heartbreaking news too, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that we were promoting tonight was the fact that Teddy was going to be opening up for New Kids on the Block at Fenway Park. Yes. So first of all, congratulations for that. That's incredible.
Thank you.
But what we want to talk about is
so I have been steadily rehearsing for the show for the last couple weeks now, about 3 weeks or so. It's been a very chaotic production process. I was not really given any details about the show other than this is when it is and you're going to open for us. And we were personally approached by them to do this, and then just because of a whole bunch of extraneous circumstances that I still am not really privy to, I got informed yesterday that
by whom?
By the one and only Donnie Wahlberg. I've got the text message in my phone that sadly all of the opening acts for the show, so me, another artist, and I believe Belle Biv DeVoe have all been cut from the production. So yes, I will not be in Boston this weekend. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks really bad. It's pretty devastating. I was really, really, really excited. And, I even debated not doing any of my media appearances today because the whole purpose was to promote the show and get people excited about it and everything. So it's a bit disappointing, I'm sure, for everybody to kind of get on and see the opposite, that it's not happening. And it's completely out of my control. It's really, from what I hear, is not really even in anyone's control. I don't know if it has to do with the current state of the world, with COVID changing things on a daily basis, and it being probably one of the first big events that anybody that was involved with the show is part of in probably about 2 years now. So I'm just really just trying to do my best to stay positive and be appreciative of the fact that I even got the opportunity, even though
exactly
it happened. I try not to have any grudges or any bad blood or anything.
No
fault. It's no one's fault. It's not my fault. There's nothing that I or really anybody probably could have done to pull it off. But so it's pretty disappointing. It was going to be probably the biggest moment of my career so far, but we'll reserve that title for the next thing, for whatever's going to happen next. And just keep it moving, keep grinding, keep writing, keep recording, and take it day by day. That's all we can do.
And I'm grateful that you decided that you would do the show tonight, because it was a way for you to communicate the information directly to your fan base.
Yeah, and
because they want to know what's going on, right?
I struggled with figuring out what the best way to do that would be. You know, I
I
didn't want to
know.
just like put a picture up on Instagram or a video or something and be
Right.
like, hey guys, remember that show I told you about? Sorry, it's not happening. Just
I
kidding.
know.
Like, and I was like, man, like I really like
I know.
promoted that show and got
You
everybody so
did. You sold
excited.
tickets. You sold
Mm-hmm.
tickets to that
Mm-hmm.
show. I
We
saw.
did a lot of things.
Yeah.
We had a lot of things in the works. Um, but yeah, you know, it does kind of feel like the rug was pulled out from under me. So I didn't really want to do the same to everybody else that was anticipating a performance and anticipating this amazing moment for me. So, and I didn't want to look stupid, basically. Like, I didn't want to just be like, yeah, just kidding, guys. It's not actually happening. So I kind of figured that this would probably be the best way to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, just kind of repurpose the whole purpose.
Yeah, and it's nice we're streaming from your Facebook page live tonight, so
Exactly.
that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
So everybody's hearing
All
it
the fans that are out there.
from you.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we're going to shift the mood and you're going to sing a song
All right. All right.
because I believe that it's going to make you feel better once
I
you
hope
start
it does.
singing. I
it
do.
does.
I do. I do.
All right.
I
Well,
know. You've got this. You're going to
oh
sing a
yeah.
song. What are you going to sing? Are you going to sing Downtime?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
am gonna hit you guys with my single here. Let me we're gonna jump on here. How we sounding? You sounded okay?
I know. We were talking so much. We didn't really do a very good job with our sound checks.
Hey, it's all right.
I wonder if anyone can tell us. Yeah, here we go. Oh, people are being so supportive. Hold on, before you sing. Here we go. I want to post some of these comments.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a really rough.
All right, I have to show you these because it's just so awesome.
Aw, Deb.
Right. What do
Mathews.
we have?
I
Okay, I
really
think you've
appreciate
seen
you
this
guys.
one. Who's
Hey,
the
Maggie.
Yeah.
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 Thank you guys.
Okay. All right. All right, I'm gonna put your little song right back here. Okay, so do you wanna do a sound check now?
Yeah, let's see.
If there's anybody in the comments there, he's just gonna hum a few bars. If you can tell us how it sounds, that would be great.
Yeah. Ooh, oh, yes. Yeah. Can anybody hear me?
All right, this is what we got. Yes, sounds
Nice.
good.
All right, y'all ready?
All right, let me put. Wait. We gotta do this. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm out, so everyone
Right.
can gaze at you while you sing.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All
right, guys. So forgive me if this isn't my best vocal performance here. I have not really sang at all today or yesterday. It's been not the easiest, but I'm gonna do my best for you guys. So this is my single, Downtime. You can get this on all streaming platforms: Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes if you want to buy it. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I like to get to know, yeah, get to know. I like to get to know, yeah, get to know, yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I would like to get to know, yeah, get to know. I like to get to know, yeah, get to know, yeah. Ooh, yeah. These days you're busy and focused, trying to get the paper. You said we meet up, but that always turns to later. Yes, later in the weeks, weeks into months. But we make time for the things we want. What does that say about us? What does that say about us? Yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I would like to get to know ya. Get to know. I like to get to know ya. Get to know ya, yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I would like to get to know ya. To know you, yes. Whoa, oh, not to sound cocky, but I'm kinda busy too. We both the same. I'm from the city too. I know you got moves to make. I don't wanna lose your way. All I'm trying to say, what does it say about us? What does it say about us? When you get some downtime, I will like. You know I like to know it. I would like to know ya. Gotta get to know ya, yeah. When you get some downtime, oh, I would like. You know I like to know. I like to know ya. Oh, yes. I like to know you. To know you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vocal gymnast. There it is.
Yeah, it was all right. It could have been better.
There, it was gorgeous.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank you so much.
absolutely flawless.
I appreciate that. I do feel a little bit better now. Kind of,
You
when you have situations like these, because I've had my fair share of disappointment when it comes to the music industry and just
course.
life, but I
Yeah.
always kind of bring it back to my music. That's kind of what always grounds me
Yeah.
and kind of just reminds me that I'm kind of good at what I do. This is
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
my thing.
I would say
a little
so.
bit, so it's like all the extraneous
Mhm.
stuff, other people's opinions and circumstances that I can't control. My music is kind of always what brings me back to who I really am.
Yeah. And singing releases endorphins.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right? So that's why I wanted you to sing. I'm like, it's like a little natural drug that we have in our bodies.
Completely. It's
Yeah.
the best one, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm really proud of you. Like
Thank
seriously
you.
for coming on tonight and like
Thank
being
you.
a champ because I'm going to let everybody know. I told him I will do whatever you want. We will, we can have technical difficulties. We can have he can have a cough, like we can make it happen, don't worry, but I'm really proud of you for coming on because I know this has been a difficult last 24 hours.
Oh my
So
God, yeah. It just sucks when you're when you put so much effort into something and
Yeah.
you're ready and you've done everything that you can do on your end, and you just have to trust everybody else to follow through. And sometimes through no fault of really anybody, things just don't work out the way that you think you want them to work out in the moment. I'm a long range type of person. I always am thinking about the future and what's coming next. So I try to make myself believe that when things like that happen that are terrible, terrible, terrible in the moment, they're always going to serve a greater purpose, in the future.
I think so. You're going to be a big star, but you promised me you'd still do the V Talks.
Oh yeah, I can't,
totally.
you can't forget about the people that help you get to where you're going. You know what I mean? It's important to show love to the hometown people, and
That's right. The
all the fans
hometown.
that I have in the comments right now that are
God, yeah, they love you.
in,
They love you.
in.
So let's talk a little bit. Can we talk about Idol?
Yeah,
Because that I think, oh, we got a great job, Teddy. I hope you're fine with me putting these up, but I just think
it's great.
It's fun.
Great.
I think people bring them on. I'll pop them on, guys. Just I'll put you up here. Look at that.
Jalen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, where's your mom?
My mom is actually traveling right now. She is on her way to New Jersey. My other cousin Ada is getting married this weekend. I believe on the 5th.
Okay.
Yes, it was ironic. My mom was actually not going to be here for the performance.
I love it. I love when your mom's on the show.
Sure you do.
Yeah.
I think she was the one that was supposed to be the entertainer, not me.
She's hilarious. I love her.
She's something else.
All right. So let's talk about Idol. So start from the beginning. How did that start? How did you get that gig?
Sure. Yeah. So I was in a place in my career where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I had been in a group for 7 years, and that was all I knew of the music industry, and I'm a very dedicated individual when it comes to any project that I involve myself in. So as the lead singer of the group, I, became a songwriter and everything. And I was really, really focused on, getting us to the top. And, I was like, we could be rock stars. We're going to be the next Beatles. I was ready. And then just through, things happen, life happens, and people just kind of moved on and had to do their own thing. So I was kind of sitting with my manager at the time, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Should I just try to put out music? Should I be a solo artist? Should I quit? Should I just go to work or go to school or something? And, I was really kind of lost for a second. So I was reached out to audition for the show. I didn't just be like, oh, let's do American Idol. Why not?
Somehow I don't think it's that easy.
Yeah, no. And it was never something that I had an aspiration of. I was never the kid that stayed up past their bedtime to watch American Idol or anything. And I was always the kid that sang though. So people were always like, oh my God, you got to get on Idol. You got to get on Idol. I was like, I don't want to do that. It's so not my style. It just always seemed inauthentic to me.
Yeah.
So but one of the talent producers reached out to my management team and offered me a sort of expedited audition. And I was at the point where I was like, well, what have I really got to lose? You know what I mean?
And how does that work when you audition for American Idol, in the early stages?
Yeah. So it's not really what they show you on TV.
with the ticket. And
so they portray that audition as if it's your first audition.
Okay.
It's usually about your third audition.
So many people.
Yeah. So I accepted the invitation. They gave me basically a no strings attached come in, sing, see what you like, see what you don't like. So I had an audition in Boston. It was right on Boston Common. They had all these tents set up. There was the American Idol tour bus and everything there. So it was pretty cool. And I got a what they call a front of the line audition. So I didn't wait in that long line that they show you on TV. I went right into like a little holding area where there was maybe 10 other people, and we all just stood
great.
for a couple minutes and stood in front of a producer, sang our little 30-45 second piece, and we got a yes or a no right there. And then so I got a yes. It was pretty cool. And then they, shot some different things, and then they sit you down with like a talent coordinator person, and they're like, so we love you, you did really, really great. Today is Friday. We need you to come to Chicago on Monday. And I'm just like, what?
And you have to pay for that, right?
Yeah, I was like, so where's my airline ticket? So like,
Yeah,
we
no,
can do
nothing.
that, and they're like, no. So you got to go fly to Chicago, and we'll see you there, or we won't see you there. We don't really care. I was like, okay, well,
Okay.
I mean, I basically was like, well, I did really well here. All I have to do is the exact same thing, so might as well. What have I got to lose?
Yeah.
So book a ticket that night, call off work. Thankfully, my aunt was my boss at the time, so I could kind of do whatever I needed to do. And I actually missed my flight out to Chicago that night. So I was supposed to fly in the night before, stay in a hotel, and then go to the audition that morning.
Sure.
Missed my flight because there was a shooting on the highway in Boston outside of the airport.
Oh,
So
no.
that was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But again, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I think I was not supposed to stay in that hotel room for whatever reason. I think something bad was going to happen. But get to Chicago the next morning, literally the first flight in, barely make it to the audition, and wait for so long, waiting.
You didn't have the express lane there.
No, there wasn't really. I think that one was alphabetical, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like by city and then alphabetical. So, but I met some really, really great people and sang the exact same song. I think they asked for 2 songs at that one, and they loved me. I actually, at the Chicago audition, I was actually auditioning in front of the talent coordinator who invited me to come on the show. So it was very
Okay.
low stress situation for me. I was like, whatever, I just got to get up there, sing, do my thing. And they loved me again. So that was probably like September or something like that. And then they invited me to the judges audition, which is what they portray as like this kid just walked off the street. And
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm
like,
do people just flock there and stand there and hope they get in? Because that's what it looks
that's
like.
what they want it to look
Like anyone can just show up to the party,
Yeah,
and
it's very
yeah,
it's
that's
very
funny.
structured a little bit more than that.
Who were your judges?
So once I finally got to the judges audition in New York, I was auditioning for Katy Perry,
Yeah.
Luke Bryan, and Lionel Richie. So pretty cool moment. Pretty cool moment. They were
Love Lionel Richie.
gorgeous to look at. Like, oh my god! Like Katy Perry was so like strikingly beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
it was really
she's incredible.
very hard to focus on anything. And then of
Yeah.
course Lionel is like music royalty.
I know, I love him.
It was I got pretty much all really, really good feedback.
Yeah.
Katy Perry told me that I was infectious, and they had a really good experience there. Other than the wait, it's like a marathon. Like they really, it's a stamina test, because they will have you're doing interviews all day, and it's a really, really early day too. Like I think I got there like as the sun was coming up in New York.
Wow.
And you're talking in front of the camera all day, and then you have to sing. And anybody that sings knows how damaging talking can be for your voice.
Yeah.
So it really it's a stamina test the whole time you're there. But thankfully my audition went well, and they gave me a golden ticket, used it in all of the promo commercials, and sometimes they still do for the next season that they're doing now. But whatever, I signed my life away, so I can't really complain.
So now you're off to LA.
Yes. So LA was January, the following January there for Hollywood Week. And when I got to LA, things just felt different to me. It just felt.
One quick question though.
Yeah.
Are you at this point sworn to secrecy? Or did they not? You know how some shows they're like you're not allowed to say who won or who this or
So we had to sign so much paperwork before we got to that audition. It was like every stop we were filling something out, and like there was like I remember.
So did you even know what you were filling out?
Not entirely, no.
Yeah.
They don't give you time to actually really read it. They'll give you this 10-page contract and be like, okay, so we got to move to the next location. So everyone sign your contracts, hand it over to us, and then we can get you in, and like everything moves wicked fast so that you're not necessarily always aware of what you're agreeing to, which shady. It's some shady stuff going on.
Yeah, but it's not like you have a lawyer with you. You're like,
no,
hey, can you look at this?
Like this 200 question psych evaluation, and you have to meet with like this they do like an in-person psych evaluation too, where they're like asking you all these crazy questions that like they literally were like, so have you ever had suicidal thoughts? Have you ever, like, literally anything you could think of? I literally felt like I was being interrogated. Like, it was very uncomfortable. And then, so I finally get to Hollywood Week, and we're all sort of just in this holding area. There's about 110 of us maybe at the Roosevelt Hotel in LA. So it's like this iconic location and everything. And the production manager is, of course, again, they're handing out contracts. We all have to sign them before they give us our rooms for the night. So I'm like, all right, so like, when do we get time to read this? And like, oh no, just sign it and we'll give you copies of it afterwards. They didn't do that. So I, of course, being the enterprising person that I am, took pictures of all the pages that I could have, that I had time to. And in looking back at it, it's all basically you agreeing to them owning you for different portions depending on how far you make it into the competition. So if you get to the top 20, say, you're not allowed to release music for a year after the finale of the show.
So, and that's when you're fresh in people's minds.
Exactly. Well, they don't want you to capitalize off of them without them capitalizing off of you.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. So I sign it, we get in for the night, and the audition process starts the next day. So we're all sitting inside the Dolby Theater. It's like pretty close. It's kind of like around the corner from the Roosevelt. It's actually where they shoot the Oscars every year.
Wow.
So everything that they're like bringing us to is like an iconic like location in entertainment.
How cool is that, right?
It was a really, really cool experience until I just started noticing things. Like we're walking into the Dolby Theater, and there's like 100 of us, and of course we're all like starstruck and trying to like also be on our best behavior because we don't want to like break anything in the Dolby Theater or anything. So we get about halfway down the steps for the theater, and the production manager is standing at the bottom, and he's like, nope, everyone go back. Everyone back. We need bigger reactions. We need more. We need this, and like basically telling us how we need to react to walking into the theater for the first time.
Because it's TV.
Yeah. So we walk back and literally walk back in, and they film it again for a second time, us pretending that this is the first time that we're seeing everything.
Yeah.
And then they do the exact same thing of us walking onto the stage, and we're all like hamming it up at that point. We're like, oh my God, look at this. Whoa, like this is amazing. Like, and it was just,
it wasn't real.
It wasn't real at all. And it's just so not like, it's what I expected it to be and what I hoped it wasn't. But then, so the auditions actually start, And so they start with what they call lines of 10. So they have 10 contestants, everyone sings their piece, then they make a cut, and they don't tell you why they're cutting you. They just step forward or step back, and you're going home. And immediately they put a camera in your face. Like, so what I believe, just in talking to other contestants, is that round of cuts is entirely made by the producers, as most things are done on that show. All the, like, they literally, like, I wish I was making this up, they would film the judges deliberating and be like, oh, hey, can you guys deliberate again? We need more footage of that. And they'd be like, oh yeah, okay. And they're like looking at all of our pictures and like, okay, yeah, this one, and da-da-da. And I'm like, they're just doing this right in front of us. Like, this is not real. It's not real. But the craziest thing is, well, where, you know, all the contestants are in the audience and we're watching everyone's line of 10 performance, and people are singing their face off. They're just going for it, killing it, and getting sent home. So we're all in the crowd like, what is the criteria? What are they looking for? Like, do they want you to go all out? Do they want you not to? Like, we're literally like struggling to understand what they're looking for.
Well, I've noticed that even, you know, just watching it, sometimes you're like, wow, isn't this a singing competition?
Yep.
I don't know.
So it's really not a singing competition.
Yeah.
It's all about, it's really about the judges. It's really about selling whatever projects the judges are doing at the time, promoting whatever they're working on.
Because
And
they have a genre that they're looking for each
yes.
season, I feel.
Yeah, so
you know, so it's going to be a country star this year. It's going to be a pop star this year.
Like, okay, this is their like quota for R&B singers. This is like their quota for pop singers. And it doesn't even, you don't even need to be that type of singer, because I don't think of myself as a singer that's defined by genre, but based on your look and the way that your voice sounds, they put you in one of those categories. And they're like, okay, no, we got too many of those. So you're going to go home because your backstory is more interesting than your backstory, or your life is really, really sad and depressing. So let's put you on TV. And yeah, like there was like this one dude who, I don't even remember his name, who bombed his audition, and they brought him back because it was good TV, because he like adopted some kid or something, and it was like a whole thing.
So they had the piece, they said, you're gone, we're just going to bring you back.
Yep.
We're going to give you another chance.
Yep. It's all like, it's all a game. It's all a game. So like I get on stage not really knowing what they're looking for, and you know, just give it my all. I'm still really proud of the performance that I gave to that day. The contestants loved it in the audience.
Yeah.
They were
well, listen, when you think about all the people that had tried to get on that show, from all the auditions, from all over the country, I mean, how many people do you think?
Millions. Absolutely millions.
What does that tell you?
You know, yeah, I mean,
so I mean, really, you've got to feel very proud of yourself. Like, that's incredible.
Hollywood Week was a really, really amazing moment. And you know, being able to meet so many talented singers was probably the coolest thing about it. I've always been the singer, you know what I mean? So when you're in a room with 100 other people who do what you do, like, you'd think it would be a really, really competitive environment, but it was so the opposite. Like, it's very, like, there was such an air of camaraderie, and like everyone would be like, oh my God, like, you sound so good. Like, we need to sing together, and da-da-da-da. Like, it was a really, really cool experience on that front. Nice. But yeah, reality TV is not reality is the biggest takeaway from it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for sharing this story, because I think a lot of people want to know, I mean, obviously it's an incredibly popular show, and we've been watching, I don't know how long it's been on, but it's got to
like season 20 or something.
I was just thinking it's been on for about 20 years. And I think, people have always wondered, they've done a good job entertaining us for 20 years. So they certainly have. And it was always fun, especially in the beginning. It was like Kelly Clarkson, and, it was a big deal, Carrie Underwood.
That, like, entertainment. Like, they want to show what Idol can do for people. So they want you to come in and kind of give you like your rags to riches story. So if you're already like too like in yourself, like if you're too polished, they don't want you because they can't break you down to build you back up. And I really think that's why they eliminated me, because I would literally like,
well, you're a professional.
that's the thing. They'd be interviewing me
Yeah.
and like trying to like lead the conversation in certain avenues. And I would literally look directly into the camera and be like, I know what you're doing. And they would all like start sweating, like pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And I'm like, no, like this is my life you're playing with over here. Like I'm not about to, you know, I don't like when people can when you can't control the way that you're represented, because you really give them complete onus of you know, whatever they want to characterize you as. Like there was this one kid who, amazing singer, great musician, all they wanted to talk about with him was his hair. Like the whole time they were interviewing him, they were like, do you think your hair gives you an edge in the competition? And da 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 da. Like they were trying to make him out to be this like dumb, like pretty boy that like, and like there was like a pair of sisters that they were trying to like pit against each other. And then they edited the show to make it look like one was mad at the other. And I met them and talked to them, and they were like, that's not even what happened. And like they even turned down the chance to go to Hollywood Week. They both made it, but because of the way that they characterize them, they're like, we don't even want to be involved with that.
Yeah.
It's funny because they actually, talent producers for American Idol reached out to me about a month ago or so asking me to audition again. Yep. And I was like, sorry, I actually have a record deal, so I'm not eligible to audition.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, it's an amateur only competition.
Okay.
So you're allowed to have certain things. You can have like development deals and production deals and things like that. But I have a recording contract. So
right. So they don't want you with that because they want to make money on you.
Exactly.
If you win, so they can't, right? Mm-hmm. So that makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. So
friend here, a friend of my mom's in here, Marie Ferrara, who's saying, can't wait to see you on Friday. So I guess you missed the beginning of the broadcast.
All right. Well, wait, hold on. Where is that? Oh yeah. Hi, Marie.
Hey, Miss Marie.
You want to just tell her quick, say you'll call her later, but just say you won't. Yeah.
No, but Fenway is sadly not happening anymore. Heard personally from Donnie Wahlberg that they have canceled all of the opening acts. I still don't really know why. I heard this yesterday, so you know it's very, 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 very disappointing, heartbreaking, and everything. And I'm sure all of my fans are just gutted for me because they wanted to see me on, you know, that massive stage and everything. But yes, it is no longer.
Teddy, your audio is low. We're just getting this.
Ariel. That's Ariel. That's my personal assistant right there.
Hi, Ariel. I wish you'd hopped on earlier. I hope it's not that low.
Well, it must not be that low because, you know, most people were saying that we sounded pretty good.
But, Ariel, you know, she's right. So that's it. I mean, we should bring her on in the beginning. Is that too? All right, Ariel, now you have to. I hope you have
to respond and let us know.
Come on, Ariel.
Where are you? I'm about to text her.
I know, right?
I'm sure it's a little bit better.
I'm sure. Yeah,
because I'm starting to. I've got my audio interface open here, and I'm trying not to peak. So.
And I'm a loud individual, so I turn mine down.
I'm a loud individual too. So for the most part, she said it's better.
All right, thanks, Ariel. Are you sure? Is it spot on? Do we need to make another adjustment? Because he's gonna sing next. We're singing. Can you Can you sing for Ariel so we can get this? We love the V-Talks because we just do it right here.
You know,
yeah,
freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this might sound a little bit better volume wise. Get a little bit of some reverb there. Can you hear me? Oh, sing please. Do we have any requests?
I know, right?
Let's see. What's something I can kind of bust out real quick?
All right, I'm gonna take myself out because they want to gaze at you, not me. All right, hold on.
Sounds like a plan. hear everything good? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. How about a little mashup? Somebody said they saw you. Person you were kissing wasn't me. I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. If you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh, baby, I don't wanna know. I wonder sometimes, I wonder if I was wrong, yeah. Trying to do right by you got me here. Now all I am is alone. And eyes and those hips and there's no compare. And oh, the best all they do is distract me. But now deep down, and when I face it, all I want is you. Ooh, all I want is you. Now, all I want is you now. Sugar, now that you're gone, gone, gone. And does he touch you better than me? And does he watch you fall asleep? And do you show him all those things that you used to do to me? 'Cause they don't smile, no, they don't love like you, let's face it. I can't replace it. That's why all I want is you. Oh, all I want is you now. All I want is you now. 'Cause my heart can't take it anymore. Now that you're gone, Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. I got another one.
We love a good mashup.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you, everybody.
That was awesome. Releasing those endorphins.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I know.
Try to, at least.
I know.
It's
so
about 3.5, so.
It has, but you know what? You have made so many people smile tonight. You really have. You have a gift.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a gift, right? So that's awesome. We got all sorts of stuff.
You guys, thank you so much.
So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what you're working on now. So you just released your a new single, and you're gonna before you sign off, gonna give us a little bit of that, right?
Of course, yeah.
I know it got late. I'm not sure how it got so late, but I want to hear. I want to hear a few bars.
Yes.
Of that.
Give the people some of that.
But what's going on? So you've got a new single. So you're working on an album.
Yes. So right now we have an EP. It's basically done. We're just.
Can you tell us what an EP is, please?
Yes. So there's an EP versus an LP. So an EP is sort of it's a small album. So this will be about 5 songs, just to kind of get people's feet wet. You know, it doesn't make sense for me to drop 12 songs when people don't really, know what I get into yet. You know what I mean? So it'll be a nice introduction.
Nice. And
we've got some great music videos to accompany some of the singles.
Right.
So right now.
Hello. Don't call me on my show. We're obviously not friends.
I know, clearly.
As you would know.
You would know.
It's Tuesday night. It's 7:00, and we are live.
Clearly, you haven't
Clearly, we're
scheduled it.
not
Like,
friends. It's like when somebody calls you on your landline. You're like, really?
yeah, it's like you
We don't know
really
we don't
no.
know each other. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
But
So sorry.
so yeah, so with the show we were trying to plan to create like a big buzz for my next single. I was going to perform that there, and get ready for the whole rollout and everything. So we kind of have to recalibrate and figure out how we want to do that.
Yeah,
I just want to drop music as soon as possible at this point.
of
It's
course.
ready. I want to get it out to the fans so that they can, see all the work that I've been putting in and connect with me in that way. It's already been too long that I haven't released new music, so I'm ready for the next chapter and hoping to create my own performance since I won't be gracing the Fenway stage this weekend.
Not
We
right
can
now. You've
not
done
right
Fenway
now.
bef you've done Fenway though before, right?
Fenway is fun. Fenway's fun. The acoustics are a little weird, but
Didn't you I know you did you do the national anthem there?
it was actually 3 years ago today that I sang the national anthem for a Red Sox game.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So kind of cool.
yeah.
We love a good memory, but
Love a good
yeah.
memory.
So, so yeah, we're
That's right, Teddy.
we gotta kind of redirect it. I think it's a shame for all of the hard work that I put in with my dancers
I
and
know.
my team behind the scenes getting the music together to not have a show. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna work with my team and hopefully we can create some sort of performance to whether it's an actual live performance or whether it's a pre-recorded live performance, just because who knows with COVID changing things on a daily basis, we don't know what the world is going to look like in a month from now. Mask mandates coming back in places, and
Yeah.
I have a strong inkling that some of what you know led to all the opening acts being axed from the show was that. So
Well, there would just be a lot of people in close proximity
oh yes,
there.
oh yeah,
So not so much the audience to the performers, but there would
hmm
be a lot of, close proximity
yeah.
with the
Because from what I know, there was like
performers.
no, yeah. I don't know what the backstage situation was going to look like,
Mhm.
but I'm sure
Yeah.
that they would have like required vaccinations and everything, which awesome, totally down for that.
Yeah, but
Um,
just to coordinate in
yeah,
such a short
yeah,
amount of time, it was probably
exactly.
something logistic like that.
I mean, for them to cancel so close to the show just
Yeah,
really shows me that something crazy must have been going on behind the scenes.
sure.
And I hope everybody's okay. I hope that they can
Right.
figure everything out and still put on a great show. But my dancers worked so hard, so hard. So it was really hard to break the news to them, and they of course were much more heartbroken for me. But I was really looking forward to kind of giving them their moment to sort of shine on a big stage. For a lot of them, it was the first time that they were going to dance backup for an actual artist, which as a dancer in the industry, that's usually what people's goal is. They want to get on a tour with Usher or a Beyonce or a Justin Bieber or Bruno Mars, and be performing every night. So and the energy that we had together, I'd never danced with that many people to my original music before. So it was really,
Nice.
even just the short amount of time that we got together to try to pull off, this show in the 11th hour, because I only had maybe 4 rehearsals with my dancers and we were going to, continue to rehearse every day this week and, get everything nice and tight for the show. But even the energy that we had after such a short amount of time was amazing. So I definitely have to do something for them and do something for the fans and everybody that was really looking forward to seeing me on such a grand platform. So yeah, we really got to regroup and kind of reassess our plan and kind of figure out what we want to do as far as releasing. But we have so much in the vault. We have, a ton of great material, and now that this sort of Fenway headache is a little bit off my plate and I don't have to worry about it anymore, I can really get back into album mode and start working on the project that will actually come after the EP, because I'm already deep into that production phase. So
that's so cool.
thank you.
I listen, you're going to be so successful. You're already successful. Like, you've accomplished so much
Thank you.
already, and I know
yeah.
your eye is up here, which is where it should be.
Right.
But to most of us, we're just in awe of, how far you've come.
Yeah, I think
This is just a little hiccup.
right. Yeah, it's tough in, a day and age where you're constantly like comparing yourself to other people, and you're always feeling like there's somebody that's doing what you do but doing it better, or doing it faster,
But
or
that's a
at a
driving
bigger
factor
scale.
for people, right?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to
Look at
take
it as a positive, like,
right. I'm really just trying to take all of this as motivation. I'm really trying not to write a diss track about Donnie Wahlberg. We'll see. We'll see how that
And I know you're feeling a lot of stuff today, but
goes.
it really, just the more we talk about it, it really just makes sense that logistically
Yeah.
somebody wasn't thinking, like,
Right.
how are we gonna, how are we gonna do this? And the
exactly.
COVID cases are spiking.
They really are. I
And
just saw this
I
today.
try
We
not to
have
watch the news because I get upset now, so
yeah.
I've been not watching it so much,
Mhm.
but I have people that tell me.
Yeah.
And
It's impossible to avoid.
yeah,
You know?
so I know I've been just trying to
Yeah, no, I saw the
yeah.
cases are really climbing again. I think today was like 2,000 new cases in Massachusetts. So I'm sure people
Yeah.
are really scared. I'm sure investors for these events are
Right.
really scared. They're not trying to. I looked at the ticket sales for the show just to see if anything changed, and they're about half price now too. So, it's
Right.
like there's so many variables and extenuating factors that could have
Are they on
influenced.
tour? Like, are
No,
they
so
on
it's
tour?
not a
So this is
tour.
just a one and done.
Exactly. I believe they
Okay.
did one other show this year. I think they did it earlier this year, or it might be coming later this year. I'm not
Right.
sure. I want to say it was maybe Memorial Day weekend, but yeah, they have 2 shows this year, and this is the second one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So it's not like they were worried about getting sick and going
right.
on a
Yeah.
tour.
I mean,
No, but I feel there's something behind the scenes. It's definitely has nothing to do with you. So
no, and that's what I keep trying to tell myself.
yeah.
I'm definitely I'm my biggest critic, and I'm always the one to say, oh, that could have been better, or I could have done this, or if I did this, maybe that would have happened.
Yeah.
But I really just kind of have to. I was talking about this with my esthetician yesterday. I was just getting a facial. We were literally trying to do breathing exercises.
You can give them a shout out if you want.
Shout
I
out to
love them.
Carissa at Ebb and Flow
We love them
in
over there.
Onset. We love them. Shout out to everybody that has been helping me to prepare in this incredibly, incredibly stressful time, to get everything together for the show on Friday. My mom's good friend Jen has been such a great help, helping to create marketing materials, and just has been a great ear for me to vent my frustrations to. My cousin Larry, thank you for the shirts. We're still going to pick them up on Friday, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Everyone that was still going to get one, you're still going to get your shirt. And to all my dancers that were grinding with me in rehearsal, trying to.
I heard them in the background the other day when you did your promo video for me.
That was literally them learning the choreography.
I love it. I almost wish we had had that on.
I know, right?
That kind of would have been, that could have been cool.
Like I said, I still want to, we put so much work in it, it'd be a shame for it to go to waste. So whether we can, film a live performance or actually do a something. Your friends. Yes. Shout out to all my friends, everyone that bought tickets, that made signs or, just was moral support for me, as I was literally having weekly panic attacks trying to get ready for this show because I had absolutely no information. I love you, Hannah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's you guys, my friends and my fans, really mean the world to me. I could not have gotten myself or my head through the last 3-4 weeks without them, without their moral support, without them being there for me to vent about, I don't know what my set list is, I don't know how many songs they want, I don't know this, I don't know that. And they have been with me every step of the way, from the great days that I had in rehearsal to the not so great days I had in rehearsal. Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you. Big shout out to all of you guys. Can't and your gym for keeping you looking that good. Hey, yes,
Right.
shout out to Planet Fitness and Wareham. Tina, my girl, if you're on.
Oh, wait, hold on. Missed the beginning.
Yep.
Was there
So
a
the
change in
show is not happening with me. The show is going on. I will not be there. There were logistic issues where they had to cut all of the opening acts. So there will be no opening acts for New Kids on the Block this Friday. It'll just be them.
But the tickets are discounted
The
now.
tickets are discounted now, though. So
So
if you
you
want to
can
go,
get in. You can
if
get
you
in
want to
and
go pay
go.
$20 to heckle Donnie Wahlberg for me,
No,
it'll be
I
much
know.
appreciated. No,
No,
it's
they'll call
all
you.
love.
They'll call you
It's
back.
all love. It's all love. I've met Donnie Wahlberg before. He's wicked nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I actually, when I sang for I did the national anthem at a Celtics game a couple years ago, and apparently my national anthem made him cry. So since then we've been trying to make something happen for us, and it just wasn't this. So definitely go, Lynn.
Oh yeah, New
Enjoy the
Kids on the
show.
Block. Of course,
Enjoy the show.
it'd be
It'll be
fabulous.
great. I'm sure it'll be great. They got a ton of dancers. They got a whole team. They're gonna put on an awesome show.
I
So
hear you have a free ticket if you want.
well, they did offer me tickets,
I heard that you had mentioned that you got
which
free
I
tickets.
respectfully declined. I'm all set. It might be a little bit of insult to injury if I'm
It takes
at
time.
the show that I was supposed to be on stage at. So, because I know if I was in the stadium, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, we could have used this part of the stage to do that, and that
Right.
would have looked really cool over here."
Well,
I'm a
for
planner.
next time,
For next time. For next time.
there will be next time.
There will be.
So I'm not letting you go yet because I want to hear. I'm letting it go over a little bit because I want to hear your new song.
Of course.
Can we do that real fast?
Yeah. I can give you guys a little bit of, since we have so much downtime.
Oh, it was so much downtime. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take my.
All right. Thank you guys for rocking with me in here. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna hit you with my single here. It's called Downtime. If you're having audio issues, let me know if you can't hear anything. Love you, Hannah. Thank you so much. Now keep in mind, this is I have not been singing at all in the last couple days. Yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I would like to get to know, yeah. Get to know. I'd like to get to know, yeah. Get to know, yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I'd like to get to know, yeah. Get to know. I would like to get to know, yeah. Get to know, yeah. Yes. Ooh, yeah. days you're busy and focused, trying to get the paper. You said we meet up, but that always turns to later. Yes, later into weeks, weeks into months. But we make time for the things we want. What does that say about us? What does that say about us? Yeah, yes. When you get some downtime, I would like to get to know. I would like to get to know, yeah. Get to know. I like to get to know, yeah. Get to know, yeah, yeah. When you get some downtime, I would like, oh, I like to know, yeah. I like to know, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All
I
right.
do feel a little bit better now.
I know, right? Oh, we got another one. I know. I love your fans. They're so fun.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad we put the show on your page tonight
Yeah.
live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad we did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know.
Yeah.
Hi fans. Thanks for listening to the V Talks. All right. So yeah, so that was beautiful. How do you want to close this out?
Just again to thank all of my supporters, and just to remind people that, life has setbacks and there are things that you can't control. And when you can't control them, you just have to kind of give it to the universe and just release that and just focus on the things that you can control. And, for any artists out there that are feeling discouraged or struggling, trying to make it out there, just keep going. Just try for one more day, write one more song, record one more track, and don't do anything for the fame or the accolades. Do it because you love it and because it feeds your soul. That's why I sing, because even if I didn't have these platforms, I would still be a musician. You know what I mean? So thank you for giving me a chance to speak to my fans in such a great way. And
I adore you.
I so appreciate it. I
do.
really do. It's been a really rough.
And you're a good person.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Like,
not only are you incredibly talented, you're just a good human. And I'm one of your biggest fans.
I really try.
So.
I really try to to put that positive energy out into the world. And I hope that our conversation today can inspire somebody to persevere and to it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up again and keep going. So
that's right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That sounds like a quote for tomorrow.
I feel like it's a Serena Williams quote or something.
Yeah, that's
somebody
a good one.
said that. I can't take credit.
And how can people find you?
Yeah, you can. I'm on every social media site: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Teddy Mathews Music everywhere. Mathews with one T, as you can see. Everyone always spells it wrong. And you can find me on streaming services. My single Downtime is on everywhere you listen to music: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes. Everywhere. I'm all over the place. You guys can't get rid of me, and you're only going to see me more often. So
yes, we are. All right, my friend. We're only 11 minutes over.
Hey, not bad.
It goes quick.
It really does. It flies.
I know. All right.
Well, thank you so much. I so
hang tough.
This. I will. I will. I'm pretty sure that's actually a New Kids on the Block single title. So
it is hanging tough.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
was
I don't know it, so
I'm witty. Yeah.
I thought so. That was fun.
All right, sweetheart. Have a good evening, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
All righty, bye now.
Bye, everybody.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you to all Teddy's fans. I really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight, and I'm really glad we decided to put the show on his Facebook page tonight live. So thank you for participating and encouraging him. I know he's kind of bummed out tonight, but I know that each and every one of you just made his night. So thank you for that. And if you want to watch V-Talks next week, it's Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And our guest next week will be licensed social worker Andrew Aaron. He's usually on the second Tuesday of every month. And then some exciting news coming in September. We will be broadcasting live from New York City Fashion Week. We have designer Alex Garfield debuting his Spring 22 line. So we're going to be able to see that. So I'm looking forward to that interview. Again, the show is every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. We go live with a new guest to inspire you, as Teddy Mathews did for all of us this evening. So thank you so much and have a great night. Bye.